Hey, good morning, guys. I've been back there at the creek looking around and thought I'd better get back. I've been down here long enough. I get back here and get looking in the creek banks, and time gets away from me. Time gets away from me. It's pretty back here. I've got 1 Timothy chapter 5, been writing on that, and there's not a lot of references in the first few verses of it. So my suggestion is when you get to chapter 5, looking at the references, read them in context. You know, read that first 10 or 12 verses of chapter 5 and see what Paul's talking about. You see these references sometimes, and they don't, if you don't get them in context, it doesn't make sense. All right, look at this bush. See this? See all those? All these little flowers, man. These are all going to be gooseberries. That bush is full. Oh, yeah. Yep. A couple of weeks, these berries will be forming. And they are sour. Them rascals do have a sour bite to them. Yeah, they do. Come back here on the back of the pond. Been back there in the creek bed. A lot of neat stuff back there. I didn't bring any rocks with me today. I left them. Figured, well, I got plenty at the house. Plenty of rocks at home. I don't need to carry up another treasure. But you know, still. Put them down there and bring a youngin' back. Let them find them. That's the fun. Is watching their eyes light up when they see stuff like that. You know how fun it is to, we used to paint rocks. Now, Ronnie has been painting rocks. If I remember, I think it was Ronnie was doing that, painting rocks, and then you take this little rock, little pebble, you paint it pretty, and you take it out and you hide it. Put it in a spot, and then you sit back and watch people walking. And then the little kids will look for stuff like that, and they'll find it. And man, the excitement's on. It's on. That's when they get excited and finding these little treasures. So they done that in that little city little town we lived in, Marshfield. They had a walking trail, and people would paint rocks and put out on it. Made it really neat because you can find them and hide them or find them and then move them and put them in a different spot. And August loved doing that. When she and I went out, man, we'd paint rocks and set them out. And sometimes she wouldn't wait for them to find them. She'd run over and get it, and then run up and give it to them. Say, here's a rock. Sharing the beauty. Sharing the love, you know. The innocence of children. You can't, that is just something, that's something else. But pretty neat. Anyway, let's see here. I want to get into, before I get long, because you never know, I get out here and get the jabbering. I might not have any scripture time, but see what we got here. All right, 1 Timothy. I'm in 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 3. And this is what verse 3 says. Widows be honoring who are really widows. Now, you get that and read them all in context and get the verses and put them all together. All right. Now, here's what the references are to that. Neither seeking glory from men, don't seek glory from men, neither from you, nor from others. When we could be a burden as Christ's apostles. A burden as Christ's apostles. The elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters, in all pity. Let elders who have presided ideally be counted worthy of double honors, especially those who are toiling in word and teaching. Let no widow be listed of less than 60 years, having been the wife of one man. Now, if any widow has children or descendants, let them learn to be devoted to their own households first, and recuperate by paying their progenitors, for this is welcome in God's sight. Now, one really a widow and alone relies on God, and is remaining in petitions and prayers night and day. Attested by ideal acts, if she nurses children, if she is hospitable, if she washes the feet of saints, if she relieves the afflicted, if she follows up with every good work. Yet the younger widow refuse, for whatever they shall be resisted against the Christ, they are wanting to marry. If any believing woman has widows with her, let her be relieving them, and let not the ecclesia be burdened, that it should be relieving those who are really widows. That's references to 1 Timothy 5, verse 3 in Paul's writings. All right, so like I say, look those up and read them in context. Get them all together and read the context of what those references are. It makes for a deeper study of Scripture when you can do that. All right, so I'm going to put that up. I'm not going to be adding anything to that. I ain't going to do it. Come back here looking at the creek again. See? There's not much movement down there today. It's been a while. Seemed like last time I was here, this was just beaming with baby crawdads, the little crawfish. So they must have moved on. They probably went back up into deeper water, I would say. They got big enough, the birds, the little birds will come down and pick them off, or the raccoons will come out, but they won't do that till they get bigger. That's going to be pretty today, guys. Be nice to have some of you out here to walk with me. We'll do that someday. Y'all come on out and we'll go for a walk. Show you around. That'd be fun. We'd like that. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's time to get the day started. Let's go see what God's got. Y'all ready? I think I am. It's going to be beautiful. Y'all have a great day. And we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. See you then.